live again, coming to you on Memorial Day from Paris, Texas. And I was just going to take a moment to talk about my history in the book business. Okay, I started in Ocala, Florida at the age of 14 years old with a booth there on the interstate at Jerry's Flea Market, which I believe still exists. I was selling at that time cassettes, 8 tracks, record albums, comic books, paperback books, $2 bills. That's mentioned in one of my communiques with people I follow on YouTube, Kevin, Kevin. Check him out. And Squirrel Tribe, his wife. She has a channel too. Also, I want you to check out G.I. Justin and 6X and Hammer 666. All of these are people that I admire their work and I follow them. Anyway, I was going to go into a little of my history with the book business. So, when we came back from Florida, my mom and dad, in 1977, a building came available in the downtown area, directly across from the courthouse. And so we rented that building and moved. It was a pretty good sized building, actually, too. And so the first bookstore there opened literally the week that Elvis Presley died. We had a small portable black and white television set going. When my mom and I were putting books on the shelves, we were literally putting books on the bookcases when the announcement came across the TV that Elvis Presley had died. So anyway, that's the first week in business there. Well, we had that location until the early 80s. Then we had a bookstore in Dallas in 1985 and 1986, and this was in Pleasant Grove Shopping Center. I was right in between a Kroger's and a Poncho's. Now, for those of you in Texas, you know that, particularly in the Dallas area, Poncho's Mexican all you could eat. Terrific Mexican buffet. And when you want some more, you just run the little flag up on your table, the little Mexican flag. And you know, it's general Mexican fare. Tacos, enchiladas, sopapillas, tostitas, chalupas, you know, everything. Spanish rice, you know, everything you associate with Mexican food. Prepared fresh daily, a Mexican buffet, hot and fresh. I really enjoyed eating there a lot. But anyway, the bookstore in Dallas was on Buckner Boulevard, South Loop 12. It was known as Pleasant Grove Shopping Center. And we had that there around 85 and 86. Then an opportunity came up in 1987 for my dad to purchase another building downtown. And that was at 218 Bonham. And we were there from 1987 until 2018. My mom, God bless her, passed away in 2005. And then I lost my dad in 2012. He was a World War II veteran. Thank you, Dad, for your service. And a shout out to all veterans today on Memorial Day. And we were at the downtown location in Paris at 218 Bonham from 1987 to 2018. 2018, the roof was leaking in numerous places. It was a flat roof, so it was going to collapse. I could not afford to replace or repair it. Therefore, I had to sell the building at that time, and that's how I ended up moving out to the 2800 block of Bonham Street. I'm still on Bonham Street, folks. I'm just a few miles further out, 82 West. I'm still inside the city, though. I'm between 28th Street and 29th Street in a shopping center next to Gallery Appliances and next to Juan's Body Shop. So anybody familiar with Paris is familiar with that shopping center and familiar with the 2800 block of Bonham Street. So I'm still in business. I'm, still doing what is now becoming a sort of an obsolete dinosaur. Rare, small independent bookstore is very rare. Very few of them made it through the pandemic. Lots of these stores like mine went out of business and closed down. It's hard to survive in this business because of streaming and because of ebooks. It has become very, very difficult now. I do still have a lot of DVDs. I have people who don't have cable who prefer to watch DVDs. I have people who still buy VHS movies because they have the dual. They have the VCR and DVD built together. I have people who collect movies. That's become very collectible. It's a retro kind of thing. VHS is becoming collectible. Cassette tapes are becoming collectible. Vinyl has made a comeback. Record albums. So there is a niche in this. And I do keep a lot of things on eBay every month, but I'm just barely surviving. This is not, you're not going to get rich doing this, at least not in my area. We don't have the population to support that. If I were still in Dallas or Houston or Austin, or if I were on the West Coast, or if I were on the East Coast, or if I were in a major city like Chicago, would be a whole different ballgame. But there's not large enough customer base here for me to do very well. So it's a zero sum game. It's a break even game. It's every month, paying the rent, paying your light bill, eating, surviving. And as I've said, about a third of my income is coming off of eBay. But I enjoy this. I like working with the public. I am my own boss. I can close when I want to. I can go to lunch when I want to. I don't do a lot of that. I often eat my lunch right here at the store. Because another thing, when you are your own business, when you're an entrepreneur, when you're self employed, you tend to pay more attention to your business than any employee ever would. But anyway, that having been said, I'm lucky that I like books and movies, and that I like talking to the public, and that I like dealing with the public. So that basically, folks, is the history of my being in the book business. So now, if I can figure out how to turn this off, I will end this, and that will be our live for today. So they at least with this particular Google Chrome laptop, I have another one that I don't have nearly as much trouble with. Uh, I have trouble figuring out how to end these on this. It's not showing me everything it needs to show me. But anyway, thank you for listening, folks. It's been fun. It's been real. And you guys have